Hello? Hello, hello? Hello? Hello. Alright, I think this is better. Alright, there we go. Now the mic is more or less right in front of my face. Alright. So, welcome back. Finally done with a lot of the bigger changes for the face tracking stuff, so we can go back to working on more fun stuff like my game dev stuff. Hello? Hello, hello. Alright, just making sure. I'm never really sure how my setup sounds. Alright, I think it's okay. It's kind of hard to tell since I didn't take off both of my earbuds. I kept one in, so I'm getting super flooded listening to myself. But yeah, we're gonna be working on this, which is a WarioWare-style game mixed with gambling. So do some fun stuff. You can earn some coins. Just use the same transition for everything. And there's no timer right now, but that's not too hard to add. So you earn coins. Amazing. Wow. What a phenomenal idea. Then you have your statistics, coins, blah, blah, blah. And there we go. You have your gacha machine. You can spin it. Then boom, there's your item. So yeah, let's move on to working on actual mini games besides just like click on thing. Click on thing is pretty fun though, not gonna lie. It is very satisfying. Alright, floppy disk, floppy character, and then just pipes. So you have your character. I think from what I remember, and this is a while ago, this is actually extremely over-engineered. So let's open it up. So let's see, your character only needs to go up and down. They actually don't need to go left or right. Yeah. So you can see here I actually built in just like a speed. You don't need speed. There's absolutely no reason for your character to go left or right. They just need to go up and down, and then the pipes come towards them. And I think primary action is left click, I think. Yeah, device 0, left button. You know what, let's just... well, you know what? We don't need a primary. We don't need a secondary action. We only need a primary action. So current velocity, then we slurp it. Alright. Seems good. Just close everything. We don't need so much stuff. So floppy disk. Generate pipes. Let me see. So this is this game, right? So, unfortunately, with how I've decided to set up the screen, it actually makes it somewhat hard to test. Actually, does it? I think this should just work, right? We won't have the fancy... Yeah, okay. Nothing happens because we're currently running into a million errors. The start via vector 2 must be normalized. Oh. Because we're trying to slurp it. So we don't want to slurp it. What we want to do is lerp it. So current velocity is equal to lerp. Wait, hold on. So vector 2 linear interpolate. Okay, so we just want a linear interpolate. We don't That's weird, isn't it? So they actually spell out linear interpolate there, but they also just have like a regular lerp function. Linear interpolate. So we can give this a test. Alright. Seems good. Non-existent function change screen. Okay. Makes sense. Because it broke because it tried to change to another screen. But that function only exists in main display. So we start at 0, input velocity, blah, blah, blah. Multiply by delta. Maybe it just needs to be a bit faster. Okay. See, that's actually something I've never really understood, is how to use delta properly. No, we could just do delta times 10 instead of having to do it like that. Oh. Amazing. Delta times 100. So we just scale it up a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Need to stop pressing the wrong buttons. Phenomenal. Okay, so when you jump, it should apply jump for some amount. Wait a minute. Oh, we should do this instead, right? So take this out and just put this into an if statement. Well, actually, does this make any difference whatsoever? Because we always want to multiply it by the input velocity anyways. But then we only want to linear interpolate if we... yeah? We only want to linear interpolate if we're affected by gravity. Okay. Okay. Wait, no we don't. Wait, yes we do, because we're doing a move and slide. Okay. Bring me back. So if we're affected by gravity, do this. Grab this. Something like that, right? Absolutely not. Turns out I'm not smart enough to make Flappy Bird. Linear interpolate. Hold on. Wait, no, this logic is backwards. Yeah, that's why it's not working, is because this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, we want to zero out your input velocity, right? So vector 2 is 0, and then, input velocity, jump, and then normalize for the delta, and then linear interpolate towards gravity if necessary. And then just ignore current velocity entirely. Because isn't that how, that's more or less how Flappy Bird works, right? Hold on. Let me think. I'm so out of it, man. I wrote the face tracker and everything, but trying to implement Flappy Bird, no, that's too much. I suppose I'm also distracted by the fact that I did just install a new thermostat. I installed a Nest to my new place. I'm trying to pay attention to how much it's cooling just to make sure it doesn't break anything. So input velocity. Well, yeah, what if we just make this really easy, right? So don't even interpolate this, just interpolate down. Don't even use input velocity here, just use the current velocity, like that. Otherwise, we want to do current velocity dot y is equal to, we want to lerp current velocity dot y to gravity at this weight. And then just don't use that at all. Something like that. Well, no, because we do want to, well, jump. Let me see. Yeah, that's more or less correct, right? That's kind of what you expect from Flappy Bird. Yeah, okay. And then we do want to normalize for normalize delta at some points. What if we do times equals delta times 100? So what does that give me? That'll give me something that's really, really slow, right? Oh, no, that's Flappy Bird. That's Flappy Bird. He's done it. He's accidentally just figured it out. Yeah, that feels like Flappy Bird right there. Yeah. So we can tune it a little bit more. So there's another one of our games. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, okay. Yeah, more or less, right? I hate that. Alright, well, there we go. So what was I doing with pipe? So we should have maybe 4 pipes queued up, maybe 6 pipes queued up all at once, and I think I have pipes. Yeah, these are the pipes. Legally distinct pipes. Yeah. Seems fine. Also, we might as well do this. Hammer in the nail. And this is floppy disk. Get it? 'Cause it's Flappy Bird, but not. Haha. I want to say it's a pun, but I'm not sure that it is. So let me see. How would you do Flappy Bird like this? Flappy Bird, not Floppy Bird. Do max pipes, so for I in max pipes. So GD script has that shorthand for doing this kind of stuff. So you don't need I in range. Doing this is good enough. I'm sleepy, I'm sorry. Working with electricity just absolutely terrifies me. So we do var pipe pip pipe is equal to pipe.instance. Right. And actually, this doesn't need to be its own array. We can have just a node2d called pipes, and this thing will keep track of all the necessary stuff for us. Array var pipes, which is a node2d equal to pipes. There we go. We do pipes call deferred add child pipe. So pipes call deferred add child pipe, and then we'll need to just think about our spawn positions. Okay, so where do we want to spawn these off screen? So let's spawn in some position 2Ds. And these will be the X positions, not necessarily the Y positions. Yes. Or actually, wait a minute. We can get somewhat fancy with this, right? So possible pipe positions. It's a very descriptive name. Is that thunder? I'm gonna turn on a light. There we go, much better. I was wondering why it was so dark in here. God, I wish someone would turn on a light. Oh, wait. I'm the only one who can do that. So this will be top. Pretty good, pretty good. So what's that transform? That's like, well, why do we need a node to do this anyways, right? What am I doing? We can just grab the viewports. So we do add child pipe, and then we'll do we'll need to do var main. Wait, no, this is viewport size, right? Forget what kind of type it is, but if we do just game game manager main viewports get size. What is the what's the viewport thing for that? It's just size. The height and width of the viewport. So size, just like that. Well, and that's just the vector too, right? So we can do viewport height. Wait, yeah, dot y bar viewport width plus game manager main viewport size x, right? So it's the height and the width, and then we'll want to spawn the pipes just outside. Yeah, just outside of the thing. And we look at here. This is actually the thing that we're going to be manipulating. And also, because of how I set it up, we can just pivot the entire thing like this. So it's really easy. We can just do, you know, it's either 100 degrees, it's either rotated 180 degrees if it's the bottom, or just a 0. Well, no, it's at 0 if it's the bottom pipe, and rotated 180 degrees if it's the bottom pipe. So that's not so bad. And then we'll do what was the thing I was thinking of? So that's our height and our width. And then viewport width plus... Wait, no, we want the half width. Because that's the extent. Alright, so we do this. Yeah. Because the height and the width would actually be the full height. But actually, since we're spawning things in from 0, we just want the half width. Right. X, no, this is Y, extent, X, extent. And why did I reverse that? Because I had height and width, and now we have something more sensibly named. Oh, baby. So initial spawn position will be X extent plus some amount. So we do pipes, global position, dot x is equal to x extent plus 100. Well, 100 times I. Maybe not 100, maybe like, I don't know, like maybe it's 50. 50 is a good amount, right? And then once they go off screen, we'll just spawn more. Or we won't spawn more, but we'll teleport them back to just like a predetermined position. Yeah, I mean, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. And then pipes. Global position y is equal to... Oh, wait. I should do these as pairs, right? Yeah, I feel like I should do these as pairs. Or maybe we can do if I modulo 2 is equal to 0. Pipes, or no, pipe, not pipes, pipe, dot global position, pipe, dot global position, y is equal to y extent, and then minus some random amount. Actually, no, you wouldn't want it to be some random amount, right? No, you wouldn't want it to be some sort of random amount. Okay, so there's a flaw in my implementation plan. Alright, you know what? Let's do something like this. We can do pipe and then pipe pair, and then we won't actually spawn in pipes directly. We'll just spawn in the pair like that. So this is pipe pair, piper, pipe pair, pipe pair. Go into mini games, floppy disk, pipe pair, and pipe pair is just 2 pipes. So there's our first pipe. Something like this. Let's call it 340. That's actually pretty rough. 360. Still pretty rough. 400. Too easy. 300. So this is bottom pipe. And then this will be top pipe. Like that. And then we will just invert. So this is negative 380. Flip it around, and there we go. There's our pipe pair. Copy path, go back to floppy disk. And so this is now our pipe pair. Pipe pair resource preload. Like that. So now we just want 6 pipe pairs, easy. Don't have to think about it. Let's change this pipe pair. Mess that up. Alright, there we go. And we'll just have them all kind of scroll to the left, right? Yes. I wonder if there's a better way to like equally space them out, but whatever. Func. Physics process. I don't think, well, we can use delta, right? Oh, this reminds me, I actually have not finished this. Pipe pair. Goal position y is equal to the y extent. So if we set it equal to the y extent, that means that it's going to be drawn here. So actually, it should be... It should be a value from negative y extent to positive y extent. So we can do... I believe I have access to RNG from here, so... yeah, random f range minus y extent to positive y extent. Right, and then we do that for every single pipe. And then for I in pipes, we'll just kind of spawn in more and more pipes. Or we won't spawn in more and more pipes. We'll scroll them to the left. So for I in pipes, goal position dot x minus equals, I don't know, 10 times delta times 100. What's 10 times 100? 10,000. I don't know. What does this look like? Whoa. Invalid get index viewports on base nil. Alright, that's fair. Oh, because we're... Okay, hold on. Debug only. Equals 1600 divided by 2. Var y extent equals 900 divided by 2. beautiful. No, wrong one. Do this one instead. Ugh. Unable to iterate. Oh yeah, pipes is a node. So we get children. Oh, how sad. Nothing nothing pops up. Did they not scroll fast enough? Is that it? Maybe we can have them move at super speed. Maybe not. Did we run into any problems when we were running? We did not. Remember to drink water. It's good for you. So 800. Huh. I just set the regular position. Yeah, I didn't think that would make a difference. Just wait until we crash, I guess. There we go. So we can take a look. We have the pipes. Pipe pair. Oh geez. Yeah, and you know what? That'll do it. Is that their delta is all the way over there. Okay. Floppy disk. I don't know, just 100 then? Oh, that looks cool. Weird how some of them are so far up. Alright, so floppy disk. Set up timer for... I don't know, just give me 100 seconds so I can test it. So this is the speed. So we want it to go a little bit faster. Oh, it's really fast. Goodbye. Jackal game, my left ear is saying the right ear needs more sound. Is this true? Am I unbalanced? Am I not panning correctly? That might be some good intel. Let me check. I changed my audio setup. So it is very possible I am very unbalanced. Leaning more to the left. Oh, you know what? I am talking like somewhat offset though. Let me see if I can mess with my mic. Thanks for letting me know, Jackal Gamer. Hold on. I upgraded from a USB mic that was still Audio Technica to just an XLR mic. It's been a lot of trouble though. Alright, does this sound better? We can record in stereo. Hello, 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 hello. Oh. Yeah, no, you are totally right. Why am I so far onto the left? And then if I listen back to my voice. Hello, 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 hello. Oh yeah, that is entirely on the left. What if I turn off this button here? Yeah, because I only have gain options. Hold on. Let's debug this live. Hello, hello, hello. That did not do anything. You can see this is gain. I'm gonna get a lot quieter. Let's bring me back up. Is it set to mono? I don't have any button for mono. I have a Focusrite. Let me see. Let's not dox myself by showing my exact my Amazon account on stream. But let me see. What is the thing I have specifically? All right. Bring up incognito mode. There we go. I have one of these. So this one doesn't have any of this. So the monitor is just for, I think it's just like total stuff. So I'm using the one on the left for XLR, and that knob just controls gain. Okay, so how do I focus right control maybe? Output routing, no. I don't think any of these are what I want, right? Focusrite, Scarlett Solo, audio panning. Why is my microphone guitar only on the left? Mono input. How do I... GG's. How do I get my mic to record in stereo? The issue is actually that you're recording mono... Mono input. Alright, let's look at OBS and just let's see if we can figure it out. This OBS... This is my microphone. I apologize. I did not realize I was in stereo mode. So that's my audio balance, but I don't think I want to do that. Thanks for redeeming it. Hydrate, knock. Remember to drink water. Alright, hold up. I've been made aware that my audio is being input as or it's panned all the way to the left. Curse you. New audio setup. Which makes sense. It means that it's trying to record in stereo. No one told me. I feel like I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't try to balance it here. It's more on my input itself. Let's see. Scenes Untitled is using my microphone. So all of this... Okay. Well, okay. OBS, audio, input, panning. Audio pan filter. Stereo input into... Try Windows mic settings. Is this it? Windows mic. If I can type. God, I hate Windows. The new settings view. Microphone setup. Is this it? I don't think this is it. Hello, hello, hello. Help from the web. Probably not. Do I want the control panel view? The sound icon? Is it this one? Sound settings? Is this a different one? It just gets worse and worse. Oh baby. Input. Hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, I am unable to listen to myself. Still the same. I haven't changed anything, so that's good. Use this device, yes. Listen. You know? Yes. Default format. Oh. We want one channel, right? This is... Alright, this might do a thing. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Before I brick everything. Yeah, send it. Is it better? One channel, mono channel? Actually, I can test this myself. Hello, 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 hello. Hello? Oh, wait. What? Wait. But now I can't... Huh? Wait, so is it... It is working? It is working? hold on. Yes, I know I'm still using Audacity, but I'm on a really old version of Audacity. It's working. But hold on, I want to see. Hello? Why doesn't... Ah, there we go. Alright, I'd like to thank the Academy and Jackal Gamer for letting me know that was fixed. I guess most people, and by most people I mean like people on Sunday, just weren't listening with headphones. Interesting. I didn't realize. Yeah, I noticed that when I was playing with it, when I got the mic. But I thought that was just because I was recording an instrument in as well. But, you know. Thank you, Jackal Gamer, for your help. I miss my USB mic already. Just block Audacity, outbound rules, and firewall. No more info collection. Yeah. Or you can just use one of the many forks. Because apparently Tenacity is the next biggest one. But I don't know, I really should upgrade at some point, since having Audacity save projects as like an entire folder is kind of annoying. It's not that bad though, considering that I don't do too much recording anyways. Or just use the many other free software, but Audacity is so nice though. Or it's so nice because it's so simple. So like, what other sound recorders are there out there? Right, I know people like to say Reaper as a replacement. Reaper isn't really a sound recorder, it's more of just an open source DAW that I don't know how to use. There's just too many things I need to learn. Oh geez. One, that's very fast. And also, they're not spaced out enough. Actually, yeah, this makes sense, right? Yeah. Please. So this is actually what I have, though. If you don't remember this. So, we have a gacha game. It's very ugly right now since I'm just using kind of developer colors. So, our first game. Nice sound effects. And then play this one. Oh, geez. Yeah, this one's pretty ugly. And I suppose once you hit a pipe, you should just die. But... So one, it's very fast. I don't think Flappy Bird was this fast. And I think also I need to scale up the pipes. Because they're just a little too small. Yeah, nah, I'm a lazy. I only use one type of software. Or I learn one software and then unless I absolutely hate that piece of software, I will never learn another one. Unless it's absolutely necessary that I do. No, don't do this. This one. We're trying to test out this mini game. Alright, so now they're just too big. And there's no collision. So you can just sit on the pipe. Reaper, Pro Tools, Studio One. Yeah, see? That's what Google says. I did Google for other types. Reaper, not a replacement for Audacity. Pro Tools, isn't Pro Tools paid? Studio One, I'm not familiar with. And then there's LMMS, which is also a DAW. Is that why you only build apps with Godot? Yes. Kinda, yeah. So in terms of, you know, programming tools that also have like a visual interface or a visual editor, I was on Unity, went to Unreal, went to Godot, and then found it was just easy enough. Or Windows has a simple recorder program, but Does Windows let you do this? If I can find Audacity. Because I like how Audacity has the ability for you to just record in, and then you can also, like, in-app, just generate all kinds of effects as well, right? So my favorite, you can phaser it. Just record in, and then you can also... Oh, I guess the phaser isn't very very loud. Where's my reverb? Does it reverb it a little bit? We can loudless normalization, I guess. Windows Recorder just records nothing more. Yeah, but see, just record in, and then you can also like in-app. It's like I'm talking inside of a a big room now. My favorite part. We can amplify it. Oh baby. To just record in. And so like it has a workflow that I know how to use, and it's very simple. Just generate all kinds of effects as well. So I like that. Anyways, giving a lecture. That is what I do. That is what I do. I'm not a lecturer, I'm a consultant who has been sucked into just a quagmire of a project. Yeah, I say just block outbound rules, you'd be fine. Professional talker. Okay, dude. I always wanted to be a professional talker. If you think about it, a lot of people are professional, or a lot of professions can be described as professional talker. Comedian, professional talker. You know, of course, a lecturer, teacher, professional talker. Priest, professional talker. I probably shouldn't say that. What I'm probably gonna do whenever I upgrade my Audacity version, I'll just use Tenacity instead. Most of those jobs are about what you talk about. I mean, I just finished making a save system in Godot. UI still needs more work, but the functionality is there. I have a save system as well. I don't remember if it still works or not, but it's here. Along with a metadata system. So if you wanted to continue from your last save, it's actually a different file. I suppose you could also just have that loaded in as part of each save file as well, but then that means you had to read in each save file to find out which one was the last one. Yeah. Talking part is secondary. I suppose. I suppose. In my defense, that's also part of my job. Mine saves every scene you visit and loads that data when it's needed. Ooh. Yeah, no, I use wait, what kind of save system are we talking about? So I'm talking more of a player data type thing. So you have just like a centralized source for all your data, then I just store that. I send a dictionary to the save system. So I mean, modern autosave system, I assume. I prefer legacy autosave systems, thank you very much. Alright, so I think I need to space them out a bit more, because that's impossible. So we can do 750, right? I'm talking save the whole game if you want system. Oh. Saves every scene you visit and loads that data when it's needed. Oh, so what you're saying, when you load in a new save, it doesn't autosave. Okay. Or maybe not autosave, but manual save, but something like that, right? So plop your character, We do signal, killed, oof. This one's pretty easy. Floppy disk, we'll go back to here. We'll grab your floppy character. Talking about your floppy character on Twitch. How lewd. Alright, so on killed, we'll do a thing. Yes, legacy autosave system that trashes your progress and you had to restart because you're too underpowered to beat the boss. Oh baby. I think there are games that use like a forced autosave system well though. Right? I think there's some... Well, I guess it's not really an autosave system, it's more of like a flag system, I guess, where you can't go back. Yeah. Well, autosaves the scene but doesn't write to disk until you click the save button. Okay. Modern, I mean games that autosave and keep multiple. You know, storage isn't a premium anymore. At a premium. Yeah. Although autosaving, depending on what kind of data you're saving, can still be pretty expensive. But I suppose that only really matters for an open world game. If you're doing something more simple, yeah. Remember memory cards? I remember that on the GameCube, hated the initial memory card, and then I got Animal Crossing. And oh baby, that was a big memory card. Pretty much never played Animal Crossing after that, just used the bigger memory card for all my other saves. Save files too. Next to be worked on. I don't know. I think I limit you to unlimited save files as well. Although you do have like just a save profile, I guess. It's not really like individual save files. And also I autosave you, so. Or at least that's the idea. So unkilled. I suppose we can just reload, more or less reload the scene, right? Yeah, okay. So let's set up game. And so let's move everything into here. Set up game and then tear down game. And separate save files unless you overwrite a file. No. I think having separate save files is good, but a downside of separate save files that you can choose to overwrite if you want is that it encourages save scumming if you have any sort of, I guess, a randomness in your game, or even if you have, I guess, a fail state in your game. It encourages save scumming, which I don't like. I think if you can work against save scumming, or if you want to work against save scumming, then that's the approach you have to take, is autosaves. You should let people save scum. No, absolutely not. I think in some games it makes sense to save scum. But I mean, of course, it all comes down to, you know, design, right? It's pointless to limit people in single-player games. Well, see, it's one of those things where if you give people the optimal or an optimal choice, they will take that optimal choice no matter what, right? So if they can go through an entire game deathless, and they have the option to go through the entire game deathless, then they will, right? You know, even if it's more fun, or, you know, or they'll go through, they have the option to, you know, like in Dishonored, you can go through the entire game ghost. You can ghost the entire game. There we go. So you get spotted once, then you'll just save scum and keep doing it. Even though it's technically more fun if you get spotted and have to figure your way out of the situation. Actively better choice. For example, less skilled players would appreciate save scumming. Yeah, but it goes against the experience, right? So like in games like Hitman, like yeah, you can save scum if you mess up a kill, or you can just play it out and see where it takes you. That's how I feel about it. Anyways, so like, if you want to design the experience around a certain mechanic, then getting rid of save scumming is, or if you want to design experience around a mechanic that has an active failure state, then you have to get rid of save scumming. Otherwise, people will just save scum and never experience the mechanic, right? You can do partial save scum protection, like certain random data save it in a permanent save file, while the other data is main progression. Yeah. It's kind of like Doki Doki Literature Club has certain flags that are set on your save file along with your current save file data. So yeah, you can save scum, but the game kind of knows if you're save scumming. Or you can just let people play how they want. No. No. I think that goes into a certain question of like, how much do you want the game designer to, design your game, right? And I think that's kind of a hard question to answer sometimes. Right, because I think if you go into a game and you're like, wow, this mechanic is broken, and then you say, oh, but you just don't have to use that mechanic. And it's like, oh, but it's built into the game. Whose fault is that? Is it the player's fault for not making the game fun for themselves? Or is it the designer's fault for, leaving the broken mechanic in? Say fun is the main priority for player feels for us, and that's not really fun. It seems to be lost in games now, the fun part. Well, it's because it goes back to the designer thing, right? Is because a lot of people kind of focus on adding more and more stuff into a game, and then freedom of expression. But all that really means is that you'll pick the most optimal path, which is not always the most fun path. And that's the majority of people out there, and that's why people are like, oh, this game isn't fun. And it's like, yeah, but you can make it fun. But whose job is that to make the game fun? Is it the player's job to make the game fun, or is it the designer's job to make the game fun? And yeah, you do take away a bit of player expression, sure, by taking out save scumming, but you do force people to, experience the game how you want them to experience it. I find myself going back to play older games more because the older games had less options, right? That's the problem with newer games, is that, yeah, you can do whatever you want, and therefore it actually limits your options. Pretty graphics and little no gameplay is blah. If the most optimal game to play the game isn't fun, then the game sucks. I think that is something I disagree with. I disagree with that. I think if the most optimal way to play the game, well, I disagree with that in principle, but I do think that there is some merit to that. Right? It depends on what the game is. So like, I'm trying to think of an example. Of course, as you may know, I'm also actively programming. Think about Factorio as an example. That's what I'm into right now. It has more options. Oh, yes, but that's also a different type of game, right? It's not quite right. That's almost in the same genre as like a Minecraft or whatever, right? It's completely open-ended. It doesn't have just a certain type of mechanic that you can use, right? I mean, if we're going to talk about game, we can go back to my previous example, right? So if you want to play Hitman, then yeah, the most optimal way to play is to save scum the crap out of the game every time you get caught, or every time something doesn't go right. However, I would argue that it's more fun to mess up and then have to, you know, go into the scramble. Or, you know, Metal Gear, if you mess up, you're no longer ghosting the mission, so you should save scum. Or you can play through it. And that's how you get more emergent gameplay from that. Of course, the most optimal way to play is to ghost it. Yeah. See, well, you're talking about games that are extraordinarily open-ended. Like they have, Minecraft doesn't even have, well, that's not true. Minecraft does have an ending now, so there is something that you work towards. Right. But the objective in those games is much more different from something like a AAA game. Or is Dishonored AAA? Or Hitman is AAA? Question mark? So floppy character has a collision shape. Oh, and this is just a kinematic body 2D. So we can do... Yeah, Metal Gear is a good example too of where save scumming is actively detrimental to the game experience. Although, I suppose in the older Metal Gears, you also could not just save whenever you wanted. Sure, it's always down to the player how they want to play. They shouldn't be pigeonholed into a certain single play style. Well, that's what I'm saying though, right? Is that... the question is it up to the designer to make the game fun, or is it up to the player to make the game fun? Right? The designer can put in as many toys as they want, but if the player only wants to play with the one toy all the time, whose fault is that? Sure, the other toys might be more fun, but this toy is the most optimal. In older games, you don't have as many choices, which is why people think older games are more fun. What is the thing I'm looking for? This is... what's the signal? On collision? Por favor. Physics body. No. Either optimal doesn't mean best. It does mean best though, right? I think you're ignoring that a lot of players will pick the most optimal choice in many situations, no matter what. Even if you do have other choices that are less optimal but potentially more fun. Right, because the game doesn't really encourage you to use the other ones. It says you could use this. This is pretty fun. But I choose not to. But DD is more optimal? Well, see, that's different, right? Because is it explicitly more optimal to do that? Is it the better choice? And isn't that also a problem with the game, is that you play the entire game with just one support character? Right. In that situation, would you know that this is the more optimal option? Right? The game encourages you to use multiple ones because there's not one that's just more obviously better, but also you only ever use the one support character, by the way. When you had, you have the dog, you have Quiet, You can also take the horse if you want, or you can take the robot. So if you play the game with only one support character, isn't that a failing of the game that you kind of only experienced one portion of it? What's the thing I'm looking for? Move and collide. I'm losing my mind. Get slide count. Oh, is there just not a... Oh, you know what? There might not be any anything for this, right? So we can instead do it here. This is a static body 2D. Static body 2D has which things? Oh, it just doesn't have anything, huh? Am I crazy? Are these only available on area 2Ds? With like the collision callbacks? Input event mouse. It is only available on area 2D. Oh, what do you know? It's on the player to experience what they want in a game. Okay, that's good. We finally have an answer to my original question. See, and that's where we differ, is that I think it's on the designer to make sure that you experience what, you know, what you want to experience. And of course, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 is a good example, I suppose. The design doesn't make it entirely clear which is the most optimal thing. So you pick different options. And then you naturally gravitate towards one depending on your playstyle. Of course, if you want to ghost everything, I'm not sure, but I've never ghosted the game. I'm not really good at stealth games. No, story-driven linear game would be on the designer. Like, it's on the same. No, pick different. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that players will gravitate towards the option that is the best. And actually, now we're talking about something completely different, right? And now we're talking about game mechanics, whereas I was talking about specifically save scumming, which is a way to kind of force you to experience a game mechanic. So the pipe, so neither of these matter. So we can just do this, right? Is we can check your collision here. Self.slide. Get slide count. If I... Okay, well we do var slide count is equal to this. If slide count... Say save scaling is one of those options. I think it's a lazy option. That's what I think. That there's a better way to do it, and to force you to, you know, actually play the game instead of just resetting over and over again. Accessible, yeah, cheats is different. Cheats is different. That's absolutely not. Right, what I'm talking about is forcing a player to play through a failure state. Well, you're bringing up cheats, which is something that is kind of in a different realm of all this stuff. You're removing options instead. Yeah, well, more options isn't necessarily better, right? Like, have you ever heard of, was it decision paralysis, where you just have too many decisions? Right, it's... Reducing decisions actually makes it, I guess, easier to play. Because you know, so if you have say you have 5 decisions, you know what all your decisions are. Whereas if you have, 10 decisions, or 100 decisions, you're really only going to still use the 5 decisions. So why not just have 5 really good decisions as opposed to 100 that are okay? And not really all that difference. Less decisions is better as long as the decisions are more impactful. A failure state is crucial to the game, then save scaling might hinder the experience, but some people can't handle failure well. We're talking about 100 options. Well, yeah, but still, it's still the same idea, right? We're using hyperbole in order to build a case here. Actually, wait. There's only one possible thing you can slide against. So, self slide count is greater than 0. Then emit signal kill. Amazing. Because I don't think it can slide against itself. Yeah. Failure state is crucial to the game, and save scumming will hinder the experience, but some people can't handle failure. Well, that's true. That's true. But it doesn't have to be like I guess an explicit failure state, right? Like it doesn't have to say like, oh, you failed. Congratulations. Right? It would just branch you off into a different path. And that's where I'm kind of going with the entire designer thing, is that you need to design an appropriate success path and an appropriate failure path. Player save sum isn't it's adding other options while chaining save sum, because save sum is a super helpful feature, because save sum as players try different things too. I guess that is an option for save scumming, right? If you want to try out different things, then yes, I think that's a valid use of save scumming. But using save scumming to avoid a failure state is bad design. And also, potentially, I think if you have to save scum in order to try out different options, that's also bad design. Hot take. Yeah, I think the biggest thing here is that we disagree on whose job it is for the player to have fun. I think it's the job of the designer to make you have fun. Right? Putting you into a sandbox with a bunch of tools, like a literal sandbox. If you're playing like a sandbox game, that's a bit different. But in the metaphorical sandbox, just throwing you in there with a bunch of tools is not good design. I think having something that is more carefully thought out, and yes, you do have the option to break the game if you want, that's fine. That's emergent gameplay, etc., etc. But it's yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I think it's on the designer to do a thing. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. It's entirely on the designer, so if the player chooses not to have fun, or if they find a way to not have fun, then that's on the designer, I suppose. Bad design is Dark Souls, there I said it. Is that true? Does Dark Souls have bad design? I think does. See, I like that Dark Souls design. I don't remember. Does Dark Souls have manual saves? I don't remember. But I do remember Dark Souls is very difficult. Oh yes, Dark Souls doesn't really have manual saves, does it? Right? So you can like teleport scum by like just quitting and exiting. If I remember correctly, right? But you can't really save scum in Dark Souls. I think you have a naive opinion of how diverse players are. Well, yeah. I think players are very diverse. I don't know if my opinion is naive or not. But I think, of course, there's some players who only want to play a certain way. And I think that's dumb. So if you want to, you know, if you only want to play a certain way, then that's fine. You're not going to have fun in this game. I don't believe in games that cater to every person. I don't think games are for everyone. And not every game is for every person. I think that's silly. So designers that say this is how you should play this game make bad games. It only has death and cheap bosses. I don't think there's not too many cheap bosses in Dark Souls. Right? Let me think. What are the cheap bosses in Dark Souls? I think the gargoyles are kind of cheap, actually. I didn't like the gargoyles. Bosses that can do 180 turn mid swing is good design. I think it's fine as long as it's telegraphed that it's going to be 180 swing. I think if they just pivot mid swing, then yeah, that's bad. But that's also just kind of on the technology as well. First boss in Dark Souls, I've only ever played Dark Souls. I've only ever played Dark Souls and then like a little bit of Bloodborne. Yeah, no, tracking is bad. Tracking is bad. So tear down, unkill, tear down, and then set up again. Yeah, okay, that's the thing I was missing. Yeah, what are the bosses in Dark Souls 1? I think Manus is kind of... I don't like Manus. I don't like the gargoyles. That's pretty much it, right? Out of the three, Dark Souls 1 was the best. I think Dark Souls 1, from what I understand from other people's opinions, is that Dark Souls 1 has the best world, Dark Souls 3 has the best gameplay, and Dark Souls 2 is okay. Dark Souls 2 is like in response to people saying that they want more Dark Souls 1. But I've never played Dark Souls 2, so I keep... Never played Dark Souls 2 or 3. I can believe that when people say they don't like... so that is something I need to fix, by the way. Probably shouldn't have them clip out. Actually, that's kind of weird, right? So, see here, they're not clipping out. But sometimes they do? See, this looks right. Yeah, but I think Dark Souls is an example of game design done better. Maybe not right, but better. Is it perfect? No. Is it very good? Yes. Is it doing something different? Not really, actually. I think the idea that it doesn't have any save system besides just resting at a bonfire is neat. I think most games cheap out. And they did go the extra thing, like what I was saying with it. You don't have the possibility of save scumming, basically. You were kind of forced to retry from that point. So that makes it does make it less accessible. So okay, here's a question. Do you think Dark Souls should have a difficulty system? And then that will, that decides it right there. That will settle the argument. Well, it's easy to save scum. All you have to do is grind souls. I suppose, yeah. I suppose that makes sense. Well, that's not really save scumming. That's more of the difficulty system. That's a built-in difficulty adjustments, right? Nice. I think I need to change this. So it's not the full Y extent. It's like the Y extent times 0.9 times, or no, hold on. Why am I doing it here? Times 0.9 math times 0.9. Use a or a teleport system. Escape hatches are necessary difficulty settings. So I'm actually found a dynamic difficulty, but that's hard to pull off. Yeah. So grinding is a form. I think grinding is Dark Souls' difficulty system, which I think is it's okay. It's okay. I actually kind of like. Well, I haven't played Dark Souls 2, but I do know that Dark Souls 2 despawns enemies after a little bit. So at some point, it does force you to get good. Right? Because I think if you just grind to overpower every single encounter, then you're not really playing the game anymore. You're just trying to one-hit everything. But it needs a save system. Dark Souls has a teleport system. After a little bit. Where you can warp from bonfires. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I think escape hatches are okay, but they have to be done in a very specific way. Otherwise, they're just kind of weird. Huh. So that's weird. But Dark Souls isn't hard. It's just cheap. I don't think Dark Souls is cheap. I think it's actually hard. You just need to play carefully, which is something that I think people aren't too used to. You have to play slower, and you have to, I guess, recognize enemy patterns, which I like. One of my friends really likes grinding. Yeah, well, grind in a different game then. That's not what this experience is built around. So if you want to try to grind, that's how I feel about it, right? Is like, if you want to do something in a game it's not built for, I guess that's fine. But I'm gonna make it hard for you. Because clearly the game doesn't appeal to you anyways. If a boss can one-shot you, why can't I? I think there are games like that, right? I'm trying to think of them. After saying that, I actually don't think there are games like that. Mostly because I think that would be really tedious. Dodge, dodge, dodge versus hack, hack, hack. Not much of a difference. I think a game that takes away that because the gamer is not having fun that way is a pretty shitty game. Still mashing a button. Well, that's just like, it just means the game isn't for you, right? Like, I don't want you to grind. Like, if you've played the Trails in the Sky, Trails in Cold Steel, those kind of games, those actually actively discourage you from grinding as well. So like, you do level up via experience points, but the closer you are to the intended level, the less experience points you gain, and eventually you just gain 1 experience point per encounter, which happens actually pretty quickly. And so in that way, the game actually pushes you to be like, hey, stop grinding. Like, yes, I'll let you grind, but I really would rather you not, right? Because it uses it's not a dynamic, but it's like kind of a rolling system, a scaled system. So the farther you are away from like the intended level, the more experience points you gain, or the I guess the less. All right, chat's very active. Ugh. It's a fake living system. All right. I think if you are saying that Trails in the Sky is not a real RPG, I think that's a that's a hot take. That's a hot take. That is a It's one of them. It's not the most famous of them. I suppose Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Other more popular ones. But those are still pretty full-fledged RPGs in their own right? Or JRPGs anyways. They focus on different things, right? So if you want to grind, you've gone to the wrong game, of course. But if you want to be, I guess, in a realized world that has kind of a fun combat mechanic, then yeah. It's a fake RPG. That's a hot take. I think if you go to, was it the JRPG subreddit and say that Trails in the Sky is not a real RPG, you'll get into a really heated argument over that. But yeah, I mean that's kind of my point, is that I think the way that those games discourage you from grinding is a good system, right? Like, the designer does not want you to grind, but they still let you do it, but they make it really, really hard for you to grind. What you're more supposed to do, and right, because also the more you grind, the easier the game becomes. So, like, you never really get that, I guess, progression, right? Like, you're always just one-shotting things if you just grind too much. If I dot position global position. Yeah, so I think it's a good way of controlling difficulty slash what am I doing? All right, I'm gonna stop talking. I need to think a little bit. Actually, if I just do get tree, get viewport. What do you think? That's actually a bit tough. If I do... I think our fundamental disagreement is about if games should be accessible or not. I think that's probably it, yeah. That's probably it. I think that makes more sense. I don't think games should be accessible for everyone, unfortunately. I think if it compromises the original vision, I don't think it makes too much sense. Which is why I'll never work at a big AAA company. Let's Control S the chat. Just Control W the chat. Actually, don't. I would like you to stick around. Like I said, some people like that. My friend plays on Grand Theft Auto 1 Shine. That's how he likes it. He thinks more hours than I do. Don't ruin his fun. Right, his fun if progression is what you want. Oh no, just play Cookie Clicker or something, right? You've come to the wrong game. Right? It's a. I think if you don't want a designed experience, then you probably shouldn't play those type of games, right? So Trails in the Sky, shouldn't play that if you don't want a designed experience. Don't play Dark Souls if you don't want a designed experience, right? So if... Debug? Isn't this is it? Is debug? Something like that? Debug? OS? Is it not OS? Is it engine is debug? Please, I desire code completion. Okay. What is it called? Debug. Is debug build? Wait. No, this doesn't make any sense. Why would I want to do this? See, the problem is I can't test this because I need to access this main display canvas item. I'm sick of story-driven games. I want a game that just says here play. I like a good story sometimes, but other times I just want to play. Yeah. Well, there are other types of games for that, right? if you just want mindless hacking and slashing, I think there's plenty of games like that. I agree that accessibility, the cost of vision is bad. I think you're being closed-minded about accessibility. Games to be accessible without compromising, that's what separates a good game from the not so good ones. I think that's what compromises a lot of games. Is that they become too, I guess, not accessible, but I guess too open. Like, I think if, you know, you want colorblind options, that's fine. You want like actual like physical impairment accessibility options, that's fine. But I think if you want to play a game that goes against the way like the original design went, that's weird. And I think if you find a way to do it, that's cool, but I'm not going to support it. Great example of fun versus stories. Atlas Madness Returns, great platformer. I've never played it. Alice Madness Returns. Actually, is it the one I think it is? Have I seen that on GDGQ? Alice Madness Returns. I've seen this one before. Yeah. I think I've seen a GDGQ run of this, but the twist on Alice in Wonderland? Yeah. Alright. I think I've spent too much time talking. I've basically got, well, I wouldn't say I've gotten nothing done. I got actually a surprising amount of work done, considering I haven't been paying attention at all. But no, I haven't played it. Not really into emulating games, unless it's on Steam, and in which case I might check it out. So which I need to get, let's just do, this is game manager, main viewport dot size dot x divided by 2. Then I'll need to grab this, y divided by 2 times this value, and I think this will also need to be, what was I thinking here? Oh, I need to reset the pipes to somewhere, so, oh, okay. I can just do this, right? So we do var screen extents, or no. Yeah. It's not really extents, so that's what I'm going to call them. Yeah, it's just going to go in circles. We fundamentally disagree. This is true. Different viewpoints. Alice Madness Returns is on Steam and worth a play. Really get it cheap. Oh baby. Might check it out. Might check it out. Although I am trying. Is it available on PS4 or Switch? Check that right now actually. Alice Madness Returns. What platforms is it on? Oh no, it's EA. Okay. Only on Windows. Yeah. Check it out. Might check it out. I've seen it played before. Screen extents. This is a vector 2. We'll just initialize this as 0. Let's grab all of these. Boom, boom, boom. Then this is screen extents x, because we're going to be accessing this from multiple places. Dot y, and then those things are going to be broken once I take this out. Boom, boom. So this is screen extents X, and then we need the screen extents Y. Hush. I have a meeting? Yeah. It's before EA got stupid bad. Goth Girl Protag. It's American McGee's Alice. Ah. American McGee. One of the Doom guys. There's a part 1 to the story, but it's a little rough around the edges. Hasn't EA always been stupid bad? Like they would buy up companies and then just shelve them. Yeah, RIP Westwood. And I still want a game that was like, was it Red Alert Renegade? No, that's a good game. Or was it called Red Alert Renegade? Renegade? Am I thinking? Yeah, Command and Conquer Renegade. That's a game I want to play. They got bad toward mid 360 PS3 days. Casually ignores the death of Westwood. It's okay. I remember Westwood. Don't need to play the first to play the second. It's good to know. They were bad before. I guess, are you saying that they got even worse? So, okay, so if I.global, I suppose it's not really global position, right? It's just I.position dot X is less than screen extents X minus X, right? Because this is all local. Yeah. So once it goes off screen, minus X plus a little bit more. So we can say, I don't know, give it 100. Then we'll just teleport it back here. $750? Maybe it should just be 750 and I shouldn't be hard coding this value. So I.position.x is equal to whatever this is, just 750. They were bad before, they weren't so bad but not amazing. They were acceptable then. You know, found the people that only played Madden. That's it. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Alright, so this just goes for forever. So let's see. Should see. Oh my god. Okay. I forgot how bad I am at Flappy Bird. Oh no. They're starting to double up. Okay, so let's see. There's an easy way around this. What if we just have a spawner? I think whatever I'm trying to do here is kind of weird and kind of relies on the positioning to be exact. Only played Madam as if. I forgot that some of us aren't Americans. Alright, so let's see. We could just, or I could just do this, right? So we just spawn them incessantly. Yeah. So take out this, and then we just spawn pipes at a specific point, which is going to be this point here. And then just keep spawning them. Yeah, spawn them and then just erase them, right? Queue free them. That's much easier. And the game is simple. More of a basketball fan, but never touch the games unless it's NBA Jam. Use a range that doesn't overlap. I don't know. I'm having trouble thinking. Brain isn't firing at full capacity. It's probably from all the electricity I absorbed while I was changing my thermostat. So let's see. We'll just do i.q3, something like that. And then we'll just spawn them, right? So they need to be X far away. Wait, use a range that doesn't overlap. That could work, hold on. I'm trying to think. Like, there must be a good way of doing this, though, right? Yeah, there is a mathematical way of doing this, but what I'm thinking is just we'll just spawn pipes every now and then. Use a range plus a buffer width. What does that mean? What does that mean? For I in range, some amounts, but then how do I just teleport them back here, right? What does the buffer width do? Right, so this is the range for I in range max pipes, which is 6, right? And then I just spawn them in. And then kind of the problem here is that they're not spaced out according to their, I guess, their speed. So actually, if I were just to increase the speed, this might make more sense. Yeah, maybe. All right, so instead of doing this the good way, we're gonna do this the garbage way. And just flip these around manually. Let's earn coins. Where am I? I think I've already died. When off-screen X minus screen width plus sprite width plus buffer width. Sounds complicated. My question is, how do I... Oh? Did I already lose? Oh, no. Hold on. Ugh. Alright, so you can't fall fast enough to make that, but that's fair. I think that's also true in Flappy Bird. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go with the easy solution. Which is this. So we'll just spawn on a timer. Right? And then I don't have to worry about any of the fancy math. Now, setting the X position off screen with some size limits. Well, yes. The hard part is that I was spawning in a batch of them. I was spawning in 6 pipes, all separated out by 750 times I. Right? And so the question is, whenever the first pipe goes off screen, how do I know where to spawn the queued, the now freed pipe? So I think that sounds like a lot of math. So I'm not gonna do that. Right, because I spawn pipes and the problem with whatever you guys were suggesting is that I was spawning a batch of 6 pipes. But I think all 6 pipes do not traverse the screen by the time the first pipe goes off screen. So that's where I was kind of confused as to how to do it. Make a scene with the amount of pipes and spawn the scene? No. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I have going on here, right? Then you make the pipes randomized in the pre-made scene? Nah. I think this makes more sense. Just use, it doesn't even need to be a pool. It can just be, I spawn in a pipe on a timer. And then the logic is a lot easier, and also, like, this entire scene is self-contained, so who cares? I think I was trying to get too fancy with it. Which is, admittedly something I get trapped into many times in terms of programming. I'll fix onto the first solution I think of. Or the first solution I think of that looks like it'll work. It's a bad habit. Pipe timer. One shot, don't auto start. We'll grab the pipe timer. So on ready, var, pipe, timer. Setup game doesn't really need to do anything anymore. Maybe, I think we just need tear down game. Yeah. And then we don't even need this node, this pipes node anymore, I think, right? Since if we're just doing spawning, we can get rid of this. Just use a position 2D. Position 2D will do the same thing as a node 2D, but this is visual. So we'll spawn them here. This is pipe spawn position. We'll grab, where is it? Pipe pip spawn position. Did you know, actually, I found this out recently. Did you know that pip isn't really the recommended way to do Python package management anymore? I had no idea. Or at least it's not the de facto way to do it. I think apparently poetry is the new stuff. Oh, but I still need pipes, actually. Hold on. Control Z. Oh, no. Go here. Give me back pipes, and then we will also have... Well... Never mind. What am I talking about? This works. So pipe spawn position, and then we just have var pipes, which is now just an array. And this makes it pretty easy, right? So pipes and for I in pipes. So whenever we spawn a pipe, we add it to the pipes array. Poopetry. I see poop is the newage. What? What? Is that like kind of a lisp joke? That you're not able to say certain words correctly? Or wait, no, I think I overthought it. Never mind. See, I thought what you were trying to say, or I thought the sentence that you were intentionally messing up was, I see poop is the sewage. Get it? But actually, that doesn't make any sense. So pipes, add child. Okay, so we can just do pipes append pipe pair. So we store the reference, and then we'll just do regular add child. To your Python remark years ago, new age. Oh, new age. Well, I like Python. I like Python. Big fan of Python. Space got missed. How sad. Just like the space between us. Ooh. So we have the pipe spawn position. So on a timer, let's see, spawn time. I guess we don't even need max pipes, right? So let's do const pipe spawn time floats, and let's call it 1. 1 is pretty good. And then we'll have to hook up the timer. So we'll do pipe timer connect. See, timeout. So on pipe timer timeout. Yeah. Node not found. Huh? Oh. Pipe timer. Oh, that's neat. It's actually giving me an actual error message. So I'm actually using the 3.4 Godot beta, as you can see in my description here. How nice. Pipe timer. Start pipe spawn time. But yeah, pretty excited for 3.4 to release. Along with whenever the alpha for Godot 4.0 comes out. I keep hearing that might be coming out somewhat soon, but or we can hydrate. Thanks for redeeming hydrate, Knock. Remember to drink water. Yeah, 4.0, it's looking good. I would expect 4.0, from what I can tell, probably September, maybe, for an alpha. September, I still think December will be like the beta. Dude, Jacko, gotta stay hydrated. You're not my supervisor. Yada yada. One of the only 2 Archer quotes I still remember. You're not my supervisor, and what is it? Danger zone. It's also a very good one. I need to hydrate the toilet. Your mom, so drink. You sound like my coworkers. Actually, that sounds like me. Chug, 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 chug. Man, I was a really bad influence when I was still in school. Alright, so we just run everything on a timer. Like so, and then we'll do... I guess we should just wrap this into like... This is like, yeah, this is now spawn pipe. Spawn pipe. Poop pipe. And similarly, setup game is now just spawn pipe. And then this one is now just spawn pipe. There we go. Easy. Yeah, I guess given all the drugs and hookers we mentioned so often. Yeah, you know me. That's what happens when you start your own casino. Blackjack and hookers, baby. Although I will have you know, I've never had to hire an escort before. I have been in a strip club before though, and let me tell you, extremely uncomfortable. Extremely uncomfortable. I don't know what people see in that. Or I don't know what people... Well, no, I know what people get out of strip clubs. But I think, like, being surrounded by dudes who are super horny just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know if that's more of a, like, a statement about myself than, like, society, but... I think just being around a lot of people who are, like, extremely horny makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, surrounded by dudes part gets me. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Just making sure I'm not the weird one here. Alright, so let's try this out. I think this is going to work. Give it like a 50% since I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, that's good. For I... Let's see. How is I... Hey? Oh, because I didn't queue free them. That makes sense. So let's do... So 1, we need to slow this down. 2, whenever we queue free, we also need to do pipe dot pop front. Yes. So this should work, right? Because now I'm removing the thing from the... Ooh, where am I? I think I've just fallen off the map. Okay, so that is probably another issue, is that you don't die if you hit the ground. Because, unfortunately, the game starts as soon as you click the button. Oh, this is tough. Oh, and then we break. So, what if we just do... hit it with a free... Yeah, and then we just free, and then we just spawn on a timer. Seems legit. Let's see, floppy character, increase gravity by a little bit. Probably be fine. Let's do the pipes, pipe pair. Floppy disk. Huh, I wonder if I should build in like a... I guess like a built-in delay, if that makes sense. Right, because some of these games, they do, or some of these mini games, it's not like a real game, but some of these mini games depend on, or I guess just kind of throw you straight into the action, which is kind of unfair. So let me see. Or if it just starts when you click. So set up timer. That doesn't do anything. Nothing we want. We can think about it later. But I do need to add in a failure state for, I guess, not actually staying above ground. It works. So you should be getting coins, like, so what I'm envisioning is like a cha-ching, cha-ching. Oh. Huh. Invalid get index position. So it's not actually popping front. Huh. Okay, so we can fix this. We can fix this. We can turn pipes back into a node. 2D. Pipes. I'm just willingly... This is not how I would usually structure most of my stuff, but whatever. So pipes, node 2D is equal to pipes. So pipes, this is now pipes. Get children. We no longer need to pop fronts. And also we can do queue free because we can guarantee that this will work. Pipes. And then this is the only thing that needs to change, which is pipes. Add child pipe pair. There we go. And then pipes, get children. And then we also have access to the player. Well, actually, no, on the player we can just do if self elif self dot position is less than I don't know. If floppy character dot position is less than screen, or actually it would be greater than screen extents y, then we can just call on killed directly. Hello? Vector 2 floats. Oh, right. So the y position. So on killed, teardown game. Oh, and I actually don't reset your position. Okay. So initial player position. So var initial player position, some sort of vector 2. Actually, I should do this as well, just to make sure I remember that this value is something that I set in the ready function. Initial player position is equal to floppy character dot position, I suppose. So teardown game, we do all this, and then we also reset the position. Floppy character dot position is equal to, got some chili and crackers. Oh baby, what kind of chili is it? What you got in that chili? Initial player position. Alright, let me see. I think I should... I think I should just wait for a little bit before the game starts. Yeah, I think we should wait a little bit until the game starts before letting the player fall. So what we can do is we can turn off processing. We can start the player, pause mode. Wait, how do you just pause? Can't you pause it from here? No? Floppy character. Homemade with cheddar cheese and mustard in it. Mustard? Don't judge the yeah, don't judge the mustard and the chili. Yeah. I was like, alright. Homemade with cheddar cheese, oh baby, mustard? Huh? Is it like the mustard seeds, or is it like mustard the sauce? Because that changes my opinion. Scene tree is paused. Oh, so I can't. Actual mustard. So like the mustard sauce, then the condiments. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I'm judging you. I'm sorry. That's pretty non-standard, if I had to say so myself. I think if you put like mustards, like ground mustard seeds or whatever, I can get it. Like, have you ever had like fancy mustard, the chunky stuff with the bits and bobs in it? That's good mustard. just start you higher. Instead of actually solving the problem, let's just do this. Yay, okay. Oh. Is less than minus screen extents. Wait. Is greater than screen extents. Oh, plus. I don't know. We'll call it an additional 500. It's like eating a chili dog with mustard without the dog. Yeah, that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. I like a chili dog, but I think the big parts of eating a chili dog is one, the bun, and two, like the actual hot dog. Get tree pause. Tree will pause the scene. Yeah, well, I would like to pause just the one thing. I thought you could do that, but as it turns out, my memory is well, cannot be trusted, which is fair. I mostly just know how to talk. Also, I've forgotten, changing the order of these two things doesn't actually make a difference. Since I actually just pick one, I pick them at random. Yay, coins. So it looks like you can fall pretty far. Okay, and that's when it's no longer fine. Kind of a weird glitch there, not sure what happened. But now we just go, and then what I think I'll do is whenever you pass through the middle of a pipe, I'll just spawn a coin. Or I'll spawn a few coins, like da-da-da. Oh, actually, you know what? The farther in you go, like the more pipes you pass, the more coins you get. There we go. I like that. I won't. Well, you can do if pause is equal to true return in the process set instance, then it won't run the process if it's true. Pause is a member var. Is it? Floppy character. It doesn't look like it. Node. Paused. No. Which thing is it a part of? Is it a part of objects? Pause? Yeah, no, you can't pause an object. You make the var. Oh. Okay. Yeah, but nah, I'd rather not. Instead, we'll just have you fall from farther up. Okay. So I'm not trying to make these too nice. These mini games are more of just a way to facilitate you increasing your currency so that you can gamble on whatever. Right? So I've explained this before. I don't think you were there though. So the point of the game is less of WarioWare and more gambling, right? I want to make a game that's like lots of gambling, so you can play pachinko, you can play slots, you can play whatever, and that unlocks further games. However, just gambling with money that you didn't earn kind of it takes away some of the fun, right? Some of the risk. So if I make you earn currency by playing mini games that may or may not be a lot of fun, it makes the payoff from winning one of your gambling things a lot more fun, a lot more rewarding. You can also set all the other scene notes to process while the player is set to stop. You just want the player to stop. Sounds painful. Yeah, I did see that there is the pause mode, but that's not really a good solution. So Base minigame. Spawn coin? Yeah, spawn coin at is just a function I have. Okay. Neat. Not really painful. Well, you do need to set that setting on every single other thing in the scene, right? And I have, let me see, how many things do I have running just by default in this scene? Yeah, I have 5 nodes plus just like the display node. So I would need to change their pause priority or pause mode. So some scenes will inherit from parent. Yeah, I'd rather not. I think it's a weird solution that I think kind of, it depends on what your architecture looks like, right? I think I think that works if you have like a dedicated GUI instance. Yeah. And that GUI instance is pause mode process, so it's not affected by pause. Then yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I think if you just want to stop one thing in the scene, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. Yeah, well, because I'm only pausing one thing. I think using pause, scene tree pause, works if you want to pause everything except for one thing. Whereas in my situation, I only want to pause one thing in the scene. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to, to flip all the values around. It doesn't work both ways, unfortunately. Lazy dev, yeah. Well, that's what makes so separates the good devs from the other devs. I don't know. What was I doing? I was doing this. So if floppy character position Y. Okay. So check if character is below ground. My previous suggestion about the pause equal true would be efficient. Yes, it would be. But I don't want to use anything that's not built in because I'm I'm also lazy. And also, that's another branching path you would have in your process node. I think that's something I'm trying to get better at, is avoiding things that only fire once in your process nodes, aka like is thing pause. Which is actually, that's why I wrote a piece of a code that does exactly that. I think it's called, what is it called? Preprocessor, yeah, preprocessor GD. That actually lets you put branching paths in your process and physics process functions only when you want them. And then, when you decide that you no longer want them, you run the preprocessor and it replaces your scene script with an entirely new script based off of some preprocessor magic. So I think this one has, yeah, so it's very C style. So if top down, have gravity. So you have your gravity initially set to 600, but if you're top down, then set your gravity to this. And then if top down, else do this kind of move and slide. So that's how I think I'll be handling branching from now on, is just using this kind of weird preprocessor. Because it's just more efficient this way. So what the preprocessor will do, it will scan your file and then just emit the new code. So actually, what happens in the compiled code, it's not really compiled, but the resulting code is you either have move and slide with this or move and slide with vector 2 up. And then, of course, this is an example of how you would use it, which is why it's so simple. You can also use the stop process for a node. How does this work? It's built in. Stop. Oh yeah, yeah. Isn't it? It's like self process. What is it called? I feel like I've seen that before, but I've never used it. Set process. Oh yeah. Set. Interesting. Yeah. Well, you know what? We're already past that. So, solution, easy. Just spawn you above the screen and let you fall in. So, since we're doing checking here, despawn if on screen. Or actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this probably doesn't make sense to do, right? Spawning you off screen. I should probably just spawn you here, and then also just prevent you from going too high, perhaps. Okay, so let's just put in an invisible wall. So we'll call this ceiling. Collision, shape, rectangle. Like so. Doesn't really matter how big it is. And yeah, I think I will use that a thing. What are you gonna do until you press the hop button? I could. Yeah, actually. But then that would require me to change it from a const to a var, which isn't too painful actually. That makes more sense. Yeah, that's actually a good solution. And then we just need to change everything. Not too bad. But then... I mean, it's a mini-game collection, actually, now I'm thinking about it. So save this. I think we're going to keep it like this, and then we'll just pause it for a set amount of time. So we'll do timer, player, spawn, timer, or player, or we'll just call it gravity delay timer. So func on gravity delay timer time out. Yeah, so the reason why I don't want to do, player gravity 0 until you press the hop button is because it's another branch. So it's gonna be another branch somewhere, so that's just something I'm trying to get better about for myself. It's a micro optimization that doesn't really help, to be honest, but it's just good practice. Unless it makes things really hard to read, but I think this is still pretty readable. IMO. So this is floppy character. Set, it's just physics process, true. So like that, we'll do floppy character. Set physics process false. And then we'll grab the gravity delay timer. Timer, which is Gravity delay timer. We'll connect it just like that. Well, no, actually not here. Here. Gravity delay timer connect timeout. Self on. Let's grab this. Beautiful. Const gravity delay time. Probably just 1 second is good enough. And then after that, I'll just let the player fail. And the reason why that's fine is because you can fail an infinite amount of times, and then I'll just reset you. It does reset your score, but when you're just spawning in, you don't have any. It doesn't reset your score, it resets your combo. But when you first start the game, you don't have any combo anyways, so who cares? And if you really care to like have a no-fail run, then you'll know that that's how the game works. So, yeah. So these are all connected. Okay. Now we need to have a thing in the physics process. So we check to see if the player has, with the player's X position. Wait. Should also throw pickles at the screen to make it harder. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, right? So like, something I was thinking about for the games, right? Is like, you could have difficulty modifiers. So like, if you wanted to have, you know, double the amount of coins you get from the next few mini games, you know, you'll select some difficulty modifiers and then play it. Right, so you only get 1 coin for each one, but, you know, throw pickles at the screen so I obstruct your view. What do you think? And then you get a few more coins per play. Something like that. Went too high. I think that could be a cool idea, yeah. I think you were making a joke, but I've turned it against you. Ugh. Let me see. Screen extents Y. Oh, I think the screen extents Y are also like kind of jacked up. So let's do this instead. Let's just recalculate every single time. Why not? 0.6. Well, I'm all for pickles being thrown at the screen. I know you're not throwing any hot dogs at the screen since you're eating a chili dog without... Okay. Never mind. I was trying to construct a joke about you eating a chili dog. Since, you know, hot dogs kind of look like pickles. Okay. Peanut butter to slow you down. Yeah. What I was kind of thinking is more like, you know, the Mario Kart's blooper. You know that power-up? Or item? That's a pretty good one. And then if the pickle meets the peanut butter, it makes things slippery. Is that how that works? I don't think that's how that works. But I'm not a scientist, so what do I know? Yeah, let's just make this real simple. So I was gonna go with some fancy logic to determine if you have passed the pipe. Because it's possible that your X positions will not be the same, right, on every frame. However, instead of doing that, let's just do big rectangle shape. And then it has 1 coin to give you. But why not? It's a video game. Logic in games shouldn't make sense. What? I think it depends on how wacky your game is. right? Or how much moon logic you want to have in your game. Some people like to have a lot of moon logic. I'm not a huge fan of moon logic for the most part. I like games that are more or less like, you know, cause effect easy. Like I think stories and games that have like mystery games or whatever, detective games where you can figure out the entire case without the game having to tell you is pretty neat. Right. Which is why I played Ace Attorney before, and I thought that's some of the cases are kind of moon logic-y. Like you just had to guess what the designer was thinking of. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Scoring area. There's an area 2D. Scoring area. And then we'll do on. Oh, okay, hold on. So scoring area. Connect. Body entered. Self on body entered. So we'll hit him with a func. On body entered. So body, which is some sort of node. You should play the Sherlock games? Maybe. Is that a suggestion for me to play the games on stream? In which case, no. Don't play games on stream, I'm very sorry. Unless, of course, you save up enough to redeem the pivot channel point reward, in which case I will consider it. If my PC can handle it. Because actually, I'm not streaming from a PC, like a PC tower. I'm streaming from a laptop. It is beefy enough, since I think it has a 2070. Or no, a 2060, I think. What do I have? Let's just show my computer properties on stream. Is this not how you look at your graphics card? Maybe not. How do you look at your graphics card? Performance. This is not what I have. Oh, I have a 2060, yes. So look at that. Pretty powerful. Considering that I'm running this face tracker and streaming and doing game development at the same time. Not bad. There's quite a few of them old to new, and your PC should be able to handle them. Yeah, well, the question isn't whether or not my PC can handle it, it's whether or not I can handle everything else going on at the same time. Ugh. So let's see. We can add this to a group. We'll just make this really simple. So this is just part of the player group. So back to pipe pair, we'll do if body is in group player, hard code the string, who cares? And then we'll just emit a signal. So scored. So emit signal. Scored, and that's it. Then back to floppy disk. Whenever we spawn a new thing, we'll hook it up to on scored. Well, on scored. Oh, you know what? We can also emit the position as well. So we'll do self.position. Hook this part up to then receive that. So pause vector 2. And then we can track the current combo, right? Current score combo. Int, we'll make it a float. So you start at 1, and then it'll just increment up, but of course we're going to be multiplying, so actually, yeah, it's better to do it as a float, just in case I actually implement like the modifier idea, right? So then you can have partial partial score. So on score, we'll do base minigame has spawn coin at. So we do spawn coin at pause. Add child coin. Let's see. How did I do it in hammer in the nail? It's a very complicated naming scheme. Spawn coin at. We'll just do this times combo, current score combo, and then increments your current score combo plus equals 1. Yeah. I think that works, right? So we try it out. Oh, my favorite one. And this one allows you to keep playing past the end of the game if you just spam the button. Look at this. No. 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 Alright, what's going on? Pipe pair, so we connected, on body entered. So we are connecting to these, right? Or are we, am I not, did I forget to connect? I forgot to connect, okay. That makes sense. Pair.connect, scored, self, on scored. There we go. So now that should work. Just forgot to hook up the final thing, as is often the case. So. Alright, there we go. Oh. So if you go too high, I also kill you? Well, okay, that's not fair. That's also not fair. He's done it. Oh, if you go too high, am I killing you? What happened? That shouldn't happen. So if your character's Y position is greater than that, that doesn't make any sense. Screen extents Y plus 500. Are you able to go too low? Did I just get this backwards? So you go too low. Oh. If you go too high, I have no idea. Yeah, I guess something happens. And then also, it's not spawning the coin as I thought it would. Yep. Okay, interesting. So how did I do this before with this game? Hammered in, position vector 2. So each nail emit signal self.global position. Alright, I mean we can do that too. So self.global position. I do wonder why this is just killing you. So this shouldn't kill you. Not really sure what's going on with that. You can just clamp the player's position Y to a value. Yeah. But that's complicated. I was trying to avoid doing that. So yeah, we can definitely do that. Floppy character dot Y is equal to, well, it's equal to clamp between, wait, so we clamp between minimum and maximum. Well, it's just the screen extents, right then? Yeah, it's just the screen extents. Screen extents Y, twice. So minus, and then positive. Hello, Gacha Boy. How did the move go? It went alright. It went alright. I'm glad you remembered it, or you're trolling me and you were actually here earlier in the stream where I talked about it. But I'll talk about it anyways. Yeah, it actually was not so bad. Because this time I actually had an elevator. So the previous time I moved, I lived on the 4th floor of a building that didn't have an elevator, so that was pretty painful. But now, had an elevator for every single move, actually packed early enough. Hey. Invalid, get index Y. Oh, right. Packed early enough so it wasn't painful. All that good stuff. However, I didn't have internet for a week because I forgot to set it up beforehand. And it took like... It took a while for the repair people to come in. Ooh. Look at that. Alright, cool. Alright, let's get out of this. You know, I would have helped. Who are you? I'm sure that your moral support would have been nice. Position Y equals clamp, position Y min-max. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. And actually, wait, hold on. That's actually not what I want. It should be clamped between this. Actually, wait a minute. Wait, no, never mind. That makes sense. It should be this kill zone. We'll just double the kill zone right there. You know, Rubber Duck, you are a brother to me. Sounds ominous. Do I know you? Who is this person? And how do they know I like to play gacha? No, you don't. I'm just fooling around. That's exactly what someone who knows me in real life would say. Because as we all know, I only know like 2 people. Boing. So yeah, you can fall pretty far. That's fine. Yeah, so I'll probably let... This game will go on for a little bit. Who cares? Yeah. See the game. See the name. Gah. I don't know you, honest. So simple to know. It's okay. How can you know me if I don't even know me? Thinking face. Oh no, that's something I'm always kind of like wary of, is like, what if someone I know actually like actually stumbles upon the stream and they hear me talk about whatever I talk about. It's, oh no. Especially since I do have my real name in my thing. Yeah, I've kind of doxed myself, and I still actively like more or less dox myself, right? My real name is in my description. I actually found a stream of a classmate I went to school with. See, that's what I'm scared about. It's like, oh man, what if someone I know, man? I already said that, but I'm gonna say it again just for emphasis. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna... Only because they had the webcam on. I suppose my voice does sound a lot better, also, on the mic. I think in real life my voice... it depends. It depends on what time of day it is. But I'm not sure that you would be able to recognize my voice in real life, because I think the fancy mic I'm using really makes my voice sound more attractive, I guess. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. Hello, hello. Please play nice, children. No fighting in the war room. Ex-girlfriends find me on Twitch. I think my exes don't care about me, which is probably, which sounds sad, but it's actually a good thing. Cause we more or less broke up on amicable terms. Yeah, hello, Dead Sec. How are you? Two to the loons. Program hello world. I got you. He's done it. Hello, quack. Or actually, are you calling? Did you just call me a quack? That's a 24-hour ban, permanent. Do I just have Python installed on this machine, by the way? Master programmer. Do I guess I don't have Python installed? Oh no, did it freeze? What? Get bashed, why? I can feel you dying. Git for Windows. That's not right. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, you've broken my machine with your master level request. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Like, I should be able to do this, right? And then start up the... No? Oh, I guess we're just gonna freeze again. All right, I'll let it run. LSCD check disk. What is the check disk command? I'm not familiar. Also, did you just try to chain together LS and CD? Without a pipe operator? Or an AND? CH disk? I'm not familiar. I don't do... Ooh, geez. Close anyway. Let me see if I can find that command and just kill it. That's an I, not an L. Oh, I'm sorry. As you all know, I'm very bad at reading. That's why I'm a programmer. Huh, that's weird. I know not of this Python thing you are thinking of. Well, hold on, we can pivot really quick. I can show you Python. It's my favorite programming language. Do I have any Python stuff? I do have a Python one. Quack, quack. Check it out, we can program Hello World. Vim, test.py. And I'll even do it in Vim. How about that? Python test.py. Oh baby. He's done it. Look at that. I suppose I didn't even need to do that. I could just do echo print. Didn't even need to use Vim, right? We can just do it like that. This is what I do a lot in my day-to-day. So we'll truncate it, so I do test py, and then we can run that again, and then it'll just work. What does pivot mean? Pivot means that we will move on to something completely different. Vim, this is Vim. This editor right here. Very powerful. I really only know how to use the basics, which is like, one, we can search. So we can search for prints. So if I were to go back to command mode, /print, and we can press N, or press uppercase N to go search backwards. It's very powerful. Then you can press double G, go to the top, capital G, go to the bottom, 0, go to the start of the line, +, go to the end of the line. Escape, command mode, Q, exclamation mark to quit, with force, aka quit without saving. Let me do RM to stop by. Anyways, we don't need any of that. Back to this. Let's see. Score. So what I'm thinking on scored, right? So right now, whenever you score a coin, whenever you accrue points, I like Atom. Well, it's different editors for different things, right? So I like to use VS Code if only because everything is now VS Code. And so it has the most compatibility and it's kind of nice, right? But Vim and Atom are in completely different, I guess, use cases. So if you are doing a lot of programming or you need to edit files inside of a terminal, then Vim is probably one of your best choices. I suppose Ed is also an okay one. I believe Ed and Vim are installed by default on a lot of machines. Emacs is not commonly installed on, you know, fresh install boxes, especially if you're like just spinning up random servers. Anyways, the thing that I was talking about earlier is that right now, regardless of what your combo is, you still only ever get one coin pop up. So what I'm thinking is, whenever you, I guess up to like a max of like 5 coins, I guess that'll be your max combo. I'll like do like a rapid fire spawning of coins, right? What is Atom? It's an editor for programming. Is this Floppy Bird? I get it. Way ahead of you, because that's kind of what the joke was. This floppy disk. Get it? Floppy disk, Flappy Bird. I'm sorry. We've already come up with a joke. You're late to the party. Don't show up to the lecture 3 hours late. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So, cornstar combo. So what we want, actually, right? So your current score combo will just be reset to 1 anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. All right. So tear down game. Let's reset. So reset position. Reset. Yeah. Don't need a comment for that. It's obvious what it is. So current score combo, reset to 1. And then for I in current score combo. And this is shorthand for I in range current score combo. Alright, well, be easy. I is out of here. See you later. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Always fun talking. Your assistance, which was much helpful with the audio issues. Jackal Gamer. See you later. What's for dinner? A 5th of bourbon and some spicy chickpeas. No, I've already eaten today, so I really only eat 1 meal a day. So, nothing really for dinner, except I wasn't joking about the 5th of bourbon, but... Actually, how much is a 5th? So I poured myself some bourbon, but I'm not really sure how much it is. I know it's roughly equivalent to about 4 drinks. Well, maybe 3 drinks. And then after that, I just go to sleep. After brushing my teeth and flossing. But yeah, what did you have for dinner? I know that somebody was talking about their dinner earlier in chat. I'm making a cup of noodles. Oh baby, cup noodles? Is it cup noodle brand cup noodles, or is it fancier than that? And crying into a cup for dessert. Well, you know what they say. The saltier the tears, the sweeter the payoff, the victory. I feel like I almost said something cool there right off the top of the dome piece, but messed it up at the last second. The saltier the tears, the sweeter the reward. Right, because you said, yeah, you're crying, but you're also eating. And then you mentioned dessert. Oh, baby, it was a multi-layered wordplay. Almost went full poet. Almost. You know, it's tough being this good, but I have to limit myself sometimes. I don't want to drive everyone away by being too good at the puns. Alright, so we'll do... Yeah, but Neeson? Neeson is good, Neeson is good, though. Good noodles. I don't really eat their cup noodles too often, though. How do you like the new place, and can you hack Roblox? So I'll answer that in reverse order. For a price? Yes, we can look into it. And the new place is pretty sick, It's on a high floor in a big condo building. So, you know, pretty neat. Big fan, etc., etc. So we want to yield. Timeout. There we go. But it's not the highest. I'm still wedged, you know, between some people. I did have to replace the thermostat, since actually I found out that this building was one of the first buildings to have a smart thermostat. And it was a first generation for smart thermostat before Nest came out. So it was really cool at the time, but the company went defunct, and so their servers went down, and now I was unable to change my thermostat. And so the previous owner, you know, very American. I don't understand actually. Is like a lot of Americans like to turn up their or they like to turn down their thermostat and like below AC when they're sleeping at night, which just absolutely blows my mind. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Whoa. Ah. Ah. I like that. This is nice. Hey, Thomas. Tim lives in space. Oh, jeez. But no, I don't live in space, sorry. But I also do not have a skylight. I do know Lua. Just regular Lua, not Lua. Kind of stumbled there since I'm kind of trying to play Flappy Bird and read chat at the same time. But hey, Thomas. Did you know the NSA are watching me through my camera? Yeah, probably. It's okay. Oh, jeez. Alright, so that's okay. We're just hard coding a bunch of stuff now. But yeah, I know Lua. I think actually Love 2D was the first framework I ever used. It was the first thing I ever used to make video games, and my games were horrible since I had no idea what I was doing. That's broken. No you. I think I'm gonna keep it like that, right? Because you'll never be able to accrue enough time in order for it to be very broken. What GUI am I using? What do you mean, what GUI am I using? You mean this one? I wrote this GUI. If that's what you were talking about, I wrote this. It's pretty neat. If you're talking about this, I also wrote this. Also pretty neat. And both those tools are available on GitHub for free under a permissive license. I think The face tracker is available under MIT license. So, and then the streaming tool is available under Apache 2, which is just like MIT, except grants me patent protections. You wrote it? Oh yeah. I wrote pretty much everything, yeah. That's the fun part about, you know, being a programmer. MIT? Yeah, MIT license. So the MIT is a very permissive license. It doesn't grants no warranty, but it does grant you permission to use and sell the code if you want. There we go. This is my favorite tune. Oh baby. Well, you know what is that these tunes are available on SoundCloud, which you can find in my description. Yeah, what is this one called? This one's Breathe Slowly. Yeah. Since I went for a heartbeat kind of thing. So we got 15 coins, and now we can just gamble on this pretty janky looking gacha machine. Coins to spend, look at that. It makes no difference. And then ta-da! I have it favorited on SoundCloud. Do you actually? Let's out you and actually check. I have not checked my SoundCloud in a while. So let's see. Oh, you know what? This is true. You actually did. How neat. Get outed. Will this be playable? So this game is playable. It is just available on GitHub, I think. Is it? What did I call it? Oh, actually, is it not? Hold on. Let me find it. We can find it. CD dev. Oh, it's yeah, it's available under. I thought we were boys. Da boys. Yeah, so you can find the repository for this game that I'm working on here, available under Apache 2. Who are you making it for? I'm making it for myself. I don't know. Like I just make games because I find it fun, more or less. Where's the error? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I make games because I find them fun to make. I don't really make games with the expectation that I will be making money off them. Yeah, but the code is on GitHub if you would like to run it. Do you need to get do you need to download the Godot engine and load the project into there, because it's not done yet, so I don't have any other things on it. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to say. The game isn't done yet, so I don't provide any releases, yes. Yeah, this game is cool. I hope you do more to it. Oh, thank you. Hot dog. Hamburger. Is a hot dog a sandwich, by the way? Don't at me. Yeah, I think this game is more or less done. Yeah, look at that. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay. Yeah, now we can move on to the next game. Hot dog. Yes, hot dog is a sandwich. I think there's a website that someone created that's like it goes through all the possible permutations for is a hot dog a sandwich? But hello. Yes. I have been pinged in chat. I do not understand why though. Hello. Or is this like a ping on my Discord? Maybe not. Also, I have a Discord if you would like to keep up to date on whatever projects I happen to be working on there. What is the next minigame? I'm thinking probably So the idea here is that the interface is mobile friendly for the most part. So, I don't know, probably just like a dodge the stuff while collecting coins kind of game. We can actually start working on that now. Yeah, because I think it might be nice and yeah, to start working on something that works on mobile. Probably won't provide any mobile builds, but you can, you know, access the game as a web app and then load it on your phone. Team you win as a play on your name. Took me a while. It's a pun. Get it? Dodge the beans. Yeah, okay, we can do dodge the beans. Why not? Let's do new folder. Dodge the beans. And so, let's create a new thing. Call this dodge the beans. Save. I don't know, dodge the beans. Doge the beans, dodge the beans. So dodge the beans, and then you also just need to collect, I don't know, some sort of scoring mechanism in order to accrue more points, right? So the way I like to approach this kind of design, right, is like in WarioWare, you have to wait until the time is over in order to, you know, move on to the next game, right? However, since the point of this game is to accrue cash in order to fuel your gambling addiction, right? So there's still a time limit. However, you don't just run out of things to do. You will instead just have the opportunity to get more and more coins the better you are. If beans in bacon print no, I guess. I mean, if beans is, I don't know. I guess if you're doing a check for if an object beans is in an array called bacons, then yeah, it is technically valid Python. That's the nice thing about Python as well, is that Python more or less reads like English. That's why I like GDScript. 2021 messages, oh wow, oh baby. Clip it. Clip it, and then also use stats. Look at that. How many kills are there? 569. So this little dude in the bottom left-hand corner has more or less punched the mushroom to death 500 something times. How nice. How wholesome. Alright, so... my back. I'm turning into an old man. More so than I have been before. Okay, so floppy disk. Yeah, okay, this is easy. Just add a background. Okay, so this is still a long-standing bug where Control A is used for multiple things, but if you last had focus in like something else and then you press Control A here, it still presses Control A on whatever you last had focus on. So, slightly annoying. Oh, you actually clipped it. Thank you, DedSec. Appreciated. This game is made in your honor. Applejuice.com. Alright, banned permanently. Everyone knows orange juice is superior. Alright, so transform, let's just scale it up by 2. Let's just scale it up by 3. Credit me for the game name. Okay. I'll credit you in the file. Actually, we can credit you here. So we go to mini games. What do we dodge the beans? Or actually, no. We'll do. Well, one touch readme dot markdown touch. I guess credits dot markdown. All right, so credits dodge the bean name courtesy of Dad Sacked Lol on Twitch.tv. He's done it. Congratulations. Touch. Touch? That's a weird one. Well, wait until you hear about kill. Which is also another very often used command. Generally used for ending a process. You usually want to do something like kill sig term process ID, which sends a terminate signal to a process so that it can shut itself down, but you can always hit it with a kill sig kill process ID in order to end the process immediately. How does it kill the process? It sends a signal. So each process, so Linux and Mac, I think kill works almost the same way. Windows has its own thing, but it's all done via various low-level syscalls. Very exciting stuff. Fun fact, actually, Git Bash on Windows does not have access to raw Windows syscalls. Something I learned at work. Just because Windows is kind of doo-doo. And the syscall layer is just all over the place. Or I just don't think it has access. So very strange. Is that good or bad? It's simultaneously good and bad. So I think it's good that random programs do not have access to your system's just raw syscalls. So a syscall is syscall, like system, syscall. Not that you're going to be calling your sister, although if you're into that, roll tide. But if you are not very technical, or if you're just, you're in the business of downloading random things you find off the internet and then immediately running them, then yeah, it's good that those programs do not have access, right? Because you can do some serious damage to your system with just intercepting syscalls. However, if you know what you're doing, then it's very annoying that you don't have access from here. So to answer your question, it depends. Like how much can the user be trusted? That's why I wish a lot more operating systems had like a developer mode. Like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Please let me break my system. Because I usually know what I'm doing. So therefore, you should let me break it if I want. So let me see. Let's draw a bean, I guess. What do beans look like? Also, what is the general image size I've been using for everything else? Ignore this. I was looking into redoing one of my older games. So only the OGs will recognize it. It's deployment strategy. The original game I started streaming on, or streaming development of, but then realized like it's just too hard to do. So this is 800. Yeah, it's roughly. Yeah, it's 400 by 400. Okay. 400 by 400. So let's see. Let's do brush width. Call it 11. What's a beans look like? It's like a No. Almost. Yeah. That's more or less a bean. Maybe a bit too wide in the tooth there. Looking more like a peanut now. He's done it. Just free-handing this with the mouse. It's a little more difficult than it looks. I am Bean. Is this like a I love lamp kind of thing? Or is this like a Mr. Bean reference? You know what? I mean, honest, I've seen a few Mr. Bean, I guess just related media. Gotta tell you, not a fan of Mr. Bean. It's very cringe, not very based. That's for sure. Yeah. Just kind of get the edges like this. I actually do have access to a drawing tablet, but it's not connected to my PC. It's actually connected to a Mac, of all things. I love butter, toffee, peanuts. Oh baby. My bean. Your bean. Stop talking about your bean. It's very lewd. Something, something, flick the bean. Oh, I have a Huion, yeah. Very nice, you seem to be well informed. I have a Huion, I think it's a 12-inch tablet, so it's not very big, but it was also pretty cheap. Let me see if I can find it on my other computer here, so I don't have to go into other screen and just hope I don't dox myself. Or like dox my address. That's something I would really rather not expose. Let me see. It's a Huion Canvas Pro 13. So I'm not sure what that is, but it's like 13 inches. Dox yourself? I mean, already done. Not sure what else you want me to do. So give it a little bean shine here. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then let's grab this, make it darker. Crunch the opacity. Make this big. Hold on. Yeah. No, maybe probably just like that, right? Something like this. And then... No, that looks really weird. Let's give it a shine like that. Doc, you're so big willy, you must be well off. The tablet I have isn't really that expensive. Oh, that might be a sign of how well off I am. Yeah, it was only 300 bucks. Toot, toot, toot. Yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna go with. I'm a broke boy girl. Ooh, ooh. Is this what beans look like? Yeah, no, I got nothing. We're gonna go with this. Let's delete the background. Save this as mini games. Dodge the beans. So that's like the one bean. So assets. Have the screenless one, it was like 50 bucks. Oh, okay, yeah. You have like the drawing tablet thing. I gotcha. Call it bean 1. With the assumption I'll probably add other beans. 1% opacity my name? No. Absolutely not. Look at that. Yeah, I think I had a Wacom bamboo way back in the day that I got for like 30 bucks. But now, I mean, I make okay cash at my new job. Or I say a new job, but current job. You know, kind of hit a brick wall. That's okay since the workload is manageable. And of course, I'm always gonna say it's manageable, even if it's really easy or really hard. You know, sometimes it's not good to be the squeaky wheel, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so we'll do... We'll make this an area 2D with a collision shape, and then add a sprite as well. So this is just gonna be... We'll call this bean 1. No, not like that. Bean 1. Please. Bean 1. That's good. You treat yourself as a nice upgrade. I'm more used to screen tablets than normal drawing ones. I'm getting used to it, I guess. That's fair enough. Yeah. I think I wish I was good at drawing. That's one of the things I wish I was... Or... me as a kid wishes I was good at. Like, I kind of get... I get the idea of drawing, right? So if we're going to go back to here, right? So I think learning the basics was really helpful for me, but you know, you use something like, you know, draw a circle, draw the chin, something like that, and then just remember to do yeah. Yeah. And then that's your person, right? Then draw the eyes. I guess you can't really see it anymore. Oh, that was horrible. I tried to laugh, breathe in, and like swallow at the same time. Yeah, the fundamentals. Yeah, that's exactly what I have. Or that's what I wish I learned more of. It's like, oh god, look at that chin. So I don't know, you got the anime eyes going on though, which is nice. Just kind of, And then, you know, hair is the hardest part. You hooked into our eardrums reported, please no. How do you do cloud hair? Cloud is like a... It's like, that's like a Goku, right? You can kind of see it. And then, you know, gotta hit it with a... I'll squeeze you and quack. That sounds extraordinarily lewd. I'm into it. Hair, you just make a kappa shape over the skull. See, that's pretty good. It's anatomically correct up until you get to the anywhere below the neck. Look at that. He's beautiful. Yeah, no, I've actually been somewhat doing like pose drawing practice where you try to find the kind of line of action, right? So it's like, so that's your first line. So spine to one of your legs, and then something like that. And then you just kind of fill in the joints. Knee, something like that. Gesture drawing, yeah. Your lewd toot. Some people are into lewd toots. They pay other people for it. I hate gesture drawing with my heart and soul, but it's needed. Yeah. I think it's helpful if you don't know what you're doing, which is like me. I'm not good at drawing, but I wish I was. Anyways, this is the bean. We'll load in the asset. So we go to mini games, dodge the beans. Bean 1. It's huge. Save bean 1, bean 1. So entities. Save it like that. And there we go. Have the collision shape, let's scale it up. Something like that. Move the bean like this, so it's a bit more centered. And then also reduce the size of the collision shape, just like that. So you do have a bit more leeway when dodging. But yeah, gesture drawing, the way I've heard it, and I think it makes sense to me, is like you no matter what your style is in drawing, and also like in pretty much anything else, right? You know, programming or music or whatever, like you need to know what the fundamentals are before you can start like breaking all the rules and really developing out your own style. Otherwise, like, you better hope that you are you have like a really good style, right? Like, isn't it like Pablo Picasso? I've heard this story and I have read that it's true, but I have never personally verified it. But like Pablo Picasso is just like like in terms of just like regular art, he's like also like very competent, right? Like, isn't like Pablo Picasso's earlier works are actually like, they're still pretty good, and they don't look anything like his later works. But Picasso started out with like just doing like regular, you know, classical art or something like that. That's not the right term. And it's only later he started branching off into like weirdo land. Yeah, especially studying animation. I'm bad. Anything graphical, I'm kind of bad at. 3D, I can kind of do 3D, but I don't know. What should the, I guess the player icon be? I'm not gonna make it this dude. So player icon, let's just make it. He spent a life trying to draw like a child. Yeah. I think I've seen that. I've seen that somewhere before. Alright, hold on, we can do this. Just draw a circle. Just draw a circle. Just draw a circle. Just hit it with an uwu face. Among Us. It's really hard to unlearn the fundamentals completely. Partially is easy. Yeah. Well, I think that there is some. I think there's there is some magic in how a child captures, you know, imagery as well. I think that's also kind of it. Like, if you were to ask a child how to describe something complex, they'll give you like some completely like weirdo answer, but it's like, oh, you know, I've never really thought about it like that. Beautiful. You know what? I'm not even going to erase the other bits. That's it. That's the picture we're going with. It is beautiful. Save. Ooh. Cute. Child iconography is interesting. So please stay where you are, Anwa. internet police are on their way. Taken out of context. Taken out of context. That sentence right there is a little sus, not gonna lie. So let's do area 2D. Sprites. Oh, and also we need a collision shape. Collision polygon. Collision shape. Iconography is like an I like sticker. All I'm saying, man. All I'm saying. It's a little sus. You sussy baka. Etc. etc. Alright, mini games. Assets. There's our uwu face. There we go. It's pretty good. Uwu. Well, let's not actually call it uwu. Let's call it player. Oh, look at that. Oh, jeez. What is that scrolling across this screen? Find the missing one. Oh, so. Yeah. Well, I'll have you know that I actually don't see anything that's being scrolled across the screen here. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, it broke. This bottom part broke. That's nice. But yeah, I actually don't see this overlay in real time. Yeah. Do you play any games? I mostly just play console games. Like I'm playing through YS9, pronounced Ys 9. But I mean, I play Genshin Impact because I'm a just absolute degenerate who cannot stop themselves from gambling. But you know. I think Genshin Impact, it's like it's in the category of games that I really like to play, aka just like it's a walking simulator, but with like more to do. Like Breath of the Wild, one of my favorite games. Guild Wars 2, my favorite MMO. Genshin Impact is just Breath of the Wild, but with like gacha built in. Like whenever Breath of the Wild 2 releases, I'm probably going to be playing that. Like I like that kind of category of games. So better than DayZ. Yeah, no, I don't like DayZ. Not a huge fan of multiplayer games. I think if DayZ was like more single player focused, I'd be into it. But no, I don't really like to play multiplayer games anymore. I think I'm kind of over that stage in my life. Excuse me. Yeah, no. Like multiplayer games, not a huge fan. Even like competitive games, if it's one-on-one, I'll play it. Like I like to play, or I got really into Super Smash Bros. Melee. You know, played Fox. I think the most technical stuff I could do, I could just multi-shine on command. I could do 3 shines in a row pretty much on command. It also like really messed up my thumbs. But yeah, this is not how you spell bean. Let's see, preload this thing, so bean 1. And so finding game is broken. Yeah, it's broken, but like it broken in a good way. Although I don't play it anymore. I think I would like to play another game like that. Like I played Rivals of Aether before. That's a lot of fun. Need to hydrate. All right, let's hydrate. Let's hydrate with something else that isn't bourbon. Bourbon. I feel like I always pronounce bourbon wrong. You know? In the same way, like, for a while, I used to pronounce salmon as salmon with the L. Relics of Aether. Rivals of Aether. Rivals of Aether is fun, man. Alright, let's see. How do I want to do it? So what I think I want the player to, like, I don't want the player to be right on top of your mouse. I want the player to be on a slight delay behind your mouse. Woo back, how's it going? Oh, so check it out. Welcome back, Knock. So one, I have broken my overlay. So this is now super broken. I don't know how to fix it. Probably do something like this really fast. Maybe not? No? Yeah, I have no idea. So everything still displays more or less correctly. I just don't know what happened to the bottom left thing. So check it out. We have this. Ding, 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 ding. Something like that. So the game is more or less done. It does need to have more time added to it. So let me do that. Now I'm thinking about it. Or, actually, we should just do a spawn pipe immediately. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, now I'm working on a new one, which is just called Dodge the Bean. You have your character here. Ooh face. Very messily colored ooh face. And then you just try to dodge the beans. Amazing. While collecting coins or something. I'm not sure what exactly you'll want to be collecting. But that's the... Shouldn't the spawn be at the bottom? Oh, what do you mean the spawn? Oh, the coins? Oh yeah. Probably, yeah. The coins should probably be at the bottom, but we'll fix that later. I'm kind of over it for now. Gave me the bean. Please stop talking about your bean. Dead sec. It's making everyone uncomfortable. Spawn pipe call in the code. What do you mean? Spawn pipe. Yes. So the way... Maybe? Is that a HoloLive reference? Inside in knits. So what are you talking about, by the way? The spawn? Spawn pipe call. Shouldn't it be at the bottom? Why? Oh, this one right here. It doesn't make a difference, right? They all run on the same frame. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Because this pipe isn't connected to anything else. So it doesn't matter where I put it. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you're talking about this, yeah. I don't think it matters, right? We can test it. But since everything runs on the same frame and there's no other dependencies, all this means is it just immediately hits you with a pipe. Yeah. No, all it means is that you just immediately get hit with a pipe, which is fine with me. I assumed it was. Well, you know what they say about assuming. It means that you're into really tired expressions. I thought the pipe position depended on player position. No, not really. They're independent, which is nice. I think something that I'm still actually a little confused about is how I should be handling position versus global position. Considering that I think one of the mechanics I'm thinking about doing is, you know, multipliers. So you can add detriments to your gameplay to your minigame gameplay in exchange for coin modifiers. So of course the one of them is like, you know, like a Mario Kart-esque blooper system where you just have, you know, things fly at your screen that kind of obstructs your vision for a little bit. And then another thing would probably be like adjusting this viewport's stretch ratio. So the game becomes more pixelated, so it becomes harder to see occasionally. So I think those would be fun modifiers to have in order to enhance how many coins you get. So you increase the risk, but also increase the reward. Oh baby. It means that you're into butt stuff. Ooh woo. Hey man, that is the trend nowadays, to be into that stuff. I don't really get the appeal, but more power to you, I guess. As long as you don't drag me into it, and we're all good. All right, so let me see. You're an ass man. Actually, you should add a top-down shooter minigame. Maybe. I mean, since all these games are so simple, right? It's not too bad. Although I think the one limitation to what kind of mini games I can add is going to have to be I want each mini game to be played via just one command, more or less, so that it's kind of easy to port to mobile, or at least run on the web, which can then be played on your phone. So, if I can think of a good way of doing it, then I'll add it. Ooh, he's a big lad. It's a big lad. Let's see, transform, scale it by half. He's a smaller lad. That's the restriction. Make it top-down shooter with just one button. I could make it like a Galaga, where it just auto shoots. That might be kind of fun. You spin at place and have to shoot at the proper time. Oh, that's also not bad. Although it sounds somewhat difficult as well. Rail shooter Galaga, maybe. There's a few things you could do there. Let me see. First we need to do... Let's finish this one. I think this one would be pretty easy. The only thing about it would be the player tracks your cursor at a delayed rate, I suppose. Rebar player. Some sort of area 2D is equal to player. Or actually we can do... How do I hide your mouse? Godot hide mouse. Okay, we can just do this. And then on exit tree, we do input, set mouse mode, input mouse visible, like that. Alright, and then we just kind of grab the other stuff here. So, dodge the beans, flick the bean, etc., etc. Have you used Erlang Elixir? I'm considering learning. I've tried it before, but it's a huge learning curve, from what I can tell. So like, I don't know. I think is it called Phoenix? Is that what I was using? What is it? Is it called Phoenix? Phoenix Elixir. Yeah. Yeah, I tried using this framework before, but I just could not figure it out. Probably because I had a very poor handle on how to use Elixir. I don't know, the programming style is very different. I had trouble. So, like, I've used it before, and I think it was kind of neat how you can just kind of plug things in, and I guess they more or less kind of work. But that's the thing that kind of mystified me, is like, why is this working? Actors? Yeah, I don't really know. That's beyond me. So I would like to learn more, however. I have other things I would rather do. How do you just get the mouse local position? Now, super curious since it's so different. It's a... I don't know. I think the big thing that you would need to do is, like, first have a good handle on how to actually write regular Elixir code before you jump straight into a framework like I did. And then just get super confused and then super frustrated. I think also another thing was, I think I actually ran it on Replit, which also made it somewhat difficult. I think, isn't Elixir? Yeah, Elixir's on here, which is where I tried it. Not a Replit shill, by the way. Stop using Replit then. I like using Replit. I like being able to just spin up a new container and just be able to do stuff with internet access as well. You're definitely a Replit shell, yeah. They should be paying me, man. Alright, so let's try this. Dodge the beans. We'll grab the path, go to minigame manager, add this. Dodge the beans. But yeah, use my coupon code in my description below and get 30% off your first Replit subscription. Anyways, actually, I don't have a coupon code, but they should definitely pay me though. I would consider it. Like, they did have that bad press, but they do have a good service. I head to a meeting, that's fair. I'm almost done anyways. See you later, Knock. Thanks for tuning in. Always good having you around. Alright, let's try this out, just to make sure it works. Not this one. I know this works. Oh, that's weird how everything else is so far away. Then this one I know works. This one doesn't randomize the position of the nails at all. Yeah, look at that. It works. Okay, neat. Okay. So that's all good. Let's push everything to master. Hit add all. Commit. Finish. Floppy disk minigame. Start work on dodge the beans. Push. And yeah, there we go. Sent it. Anyways, it's 11 p.m. where I am, so probably gonna call it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be live tomorrow from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern time, working on probably this again. Having a lot of fun working on this. Yeah. Check me out then. Peep the socials, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter even though I don't tweet. Get my stuff
stars on GitHub, since that's what I'm doing this for. I will see you later.